It's all the same sort. She slapped Christianese on it, somehow it makes it okay? I don't think so. But it's demonation, call it divination all you want, but that's a big, strong belief. Is it acceptable? That's what New Age.
There we go. Okay, let's see if I can fix the camera. I just first time fix the. I guess this camera won't work. Not for long, at least, because I don't know if I can actually like that without much of annoyance. But I guess I don't know if it will retune things. Oh, it looks like it's doing that, so that's fine. I can have the wide camera. So that's the Helinox. Didn't really read the manual much, but a little. I probably should, but. I tended to, not figure that out. It's than me pretty much. But it's, okay, I don't know. That's the only size they made them in, as far as I know. It's a little hard to, well, I don't know if I can fix the mobile somewhere where one can, well, the problem is it closes down the camera, I think, function. Oh well, anyway, let's see here. So you can sit down, as I understand it, it's good to sit in the middle, although because of the size I usually just be careful in regards to that. That could break it, I guess. A little too thick. Anyway, although it should be able to do 100 and whatever, but of course, sitting down could give it some more pressure, I guess. Wave, very fat, but anyway, at the moment I'm trying to lose some weight. It's apparently not, it's easier said than done, apparently. Anyway, so well, let's see here. I think it's closing the camera. It's be nice with something to your head, but it is a little short, it's well, let's see if we can get a pillow on it here. Oh, I need to. I'm getting way too fat and way too. Oh yeah, okay. 185 centimeters is a little short, but I had to try it out, right? And it's not, it should be possible to still to sleep it in. Without much issue. And I'm going to move from this apartment to the other one. It depends in regards to how I do it, in regards to the movement of things, but yeah. With the fourth one, and first you had to figure out how to pressure them down, and I guess I need to look some videos to further get that into order, to see if someone has but it seemed like lifting it a little and then fixing it down. So, and I'm just in bad condition, so it did take a little effort to do. It would probably have been very. You have 4 of these metal things that you put on, and there we go with the problem with the camera closure. So. But yeah, I guess we can just, well, that's pretty much, yeah, well, anyway. So, can we turn this around? I don't know. Oh yeah, well, that turns it back to the. Oh, I wonder how good it holds up. Of course, as for now, it holds up, right? It hasn't broken or anything like that. Although I took my keys out and all that, and I guess one have to remember to do that just to be sure that nothing punctures. I tried one of these inflatable mats, and it just breaks so easy and pretty much nearly impossible. So that's many years ago. I tried one of these very, very, very hot mattresses. You could just feel the warmth when you lay on it. Wow. just this little thing just took me out. Just getting way too bad in condition. Don't have much for my feet at that level, so it is clearly, at its max potential. I guess it's really being used all around here. So yeah. Yeah, but it's actually I'm laying pretty good. It's pretty. It's far. So the feet are flat, but yeah, I'm not sure why they wouldn't have made maybe them a little more, some kind of rubber or something like that. I don't know. Just to, it's pretty, you can move it around, and I guess it might make some mark. Try that as well. But at least after trying this, it seems like if I'm going to buy one of these other ones as well to try it out, I'm going to have the big one. I can't remember the two sizes, the difference in size, but yeah, a little, you need there's a little problematic for the arms, if you go out with the arms, you don't have much run while I'm doing it, because the feet doesn't have any kind of rubber or something like that, just something that could have just a little, so it's, it can, if I move it, you can move the cart around, because sliding over the floor, so that of course is not the best. Yeah, then it moves around. Oh yeah, I guess the feet, usually I have the feet a little, I guess I have to adjust a little in regards of my feet, just, let's see here, have the feet down there, right? And I would probably like to have them a little more out there, but yeah, but a little more length, a little longer wouldn't be bad, but it's possible. It's absolutely possible. It's it seems like it's possible. See here, yeah, but it is, close to being too little, but I think I could get a comfortable sleep in this. Well, hopefully it's more sturdy than I think, because the thing that you're laying on, this thing here, it's kind of, and you can see I'm not touching the ground, so that's nice. There's still a good amount of room underneath it. I don't know how much, but, and I'm 107-8 kilos at the moment, sadly. The juice fasting, I've been eating some apples and ananas. I think I got one ananas and some apples and all that. And that might not be so good in regards of the juice fast, in regards of keeping up burning all the kilos. So I don't know, but I didn't think it would do that much. Maybe it's just because I'm getting old that it's getting hard to lose all those kilos. Anyway, a little more suffering, I guess, let's see here, how many days do I have till I get the other apartment? I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, it's closing, the 9th, and I've chosen the small apartment, which will be interesting in regards of if I can live in a small apartment, but it's a lot cheaper, and of course that it's always nice to have more resources to do things and to buy, like natural medicine, for example, although, everything is going downhill on so many levels. Anyway, so yeah, it's moving. In any case, and I'll have the card at least, so whatever I choose in regards to the other apartment, I can pretty much sleep in both apartments now. I can just take the card and move over in the other one. And then I have once, and I can just, yeah, wherever I am. Well, I guess it wasn't in, I do have those those flat things as well. What are they called? Solid. Oh, give me a break with the camera. I just, I have to install Android 7 on this. They're just terrible with this nonsense. I have multiple of these, but they tend to flatten out. The blue one, I had two of the blue ones, but one of them is just began to rupture pretty much. So that's usually the largest one they have of these flat things. This is the one that actually lays on top. I have two more. I have the one blue and another kind of. And the first one I bought, which also is the first one that made these, seems to. I think I could sleep in this. It's a little, yeah, I can, my legs, fixing up my legs. I'm hitting into a little in regard to that pole. That's a little annoying. I think I would have liked it just a. It should be able to do pretty good, pretty comfortable. But yeah, that might be. We'll see. I'll try to sleep on it tonight, I think, and yeah. Maybe a little too small for me, but it will do as a reserve or something like that. I can always, it's always, I guess, nice to have something if someone, whatever, then there you go. That's a bed. Whatever. I can't remember. Those that have made this one as well, what are they called? It doesn't really say. 2 seconds. Well, I guess that advertising really much didn't stick. Anyway, that's the first one of these mattress kinds of things I have, and I'm using it while for the computer thing. I'm just laying on the floor and yeah, and using them even comfortable. I wonder how much how much pressure and how much how much can it actually last. Could I have keys in my pocket without actually it breaking? And if it begins to rip, how fast does it rip, Do you lose your bed when it's lost? Because then I just have another one if the idea is to have something that is lightweight as a bed. It could be nice if you just had your daily bed that you could just take with you. Although, I think it was a little bigger than I expected, If you have that in a, I guess it's not really in volume. So it's I guess you could just fix it like, yeah, I guess you could fix, but it's not bigger in volume, but it is heavier as far as I can feel. I think these are like what 600 grams. Actually doing pretty good, I guess it takes a little more time to make, to fix it all, but when you get the hang of it, it shouldn't really be that long. You just need to fix the poles slip through the hole, but anyway, that might be a trick for that, or maybe it gets easier as you use it, as it opens up, maybe in regards of the stiffness, and who knows. I'll see how good it's, the idea is to use it like pretty much. I guess it depends in regards to which one I choose, if I think I'll look on the internet for the other one, and the other from, I think it's called Tihelit or something like that. I can't even remember. But anyway, they do have a light version as well, and of course it's the light versions that are pretty much the of interest. Although as I understand it, the other on a wooden floor, you can still, if you shake enough, you can shake it to the sides. It doesn't really stand still, as such. So I guess it's not the worst thing and all that, but yeah. But yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I guess I feel like I'm lacking something for the arms as well, you know. That it would be nice with thing, right, with the arms. That's not so comfortable. So I guess you can't lay like, you know, it's not so comfortable. Well, of course, you know, I'm a side sleeper, so I wouldn't sleep like that. But it's actually not bad. It actually feels pretty comfortable laying here. So, but usually I'm a side sleeper, right? So, mobile, whatever. Can you do them? I guess it would be nice. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Can we do this? Yeah, it's kind of. It doesn't feel. The arms. It's kind of different. Do with feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty comfortable. But I see this is a little. You have to narrow yourself somewhat. So yeah. Well, you have to try out things before you really figure out things, right? If it's something or not. 87. This might be a little too small, maybe. And I have my feet outside and that actually can be done as well. I guess the feet can also lay outside of the cart. I guess that's a way. If you have, I guess it depends in regard to what you're using. If you're laying in whatever, it might not be a problem. Just having, I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. I'm not sure what to say. Although they also said on the website that it was good for women and children and all that, and that might be the case. That I need a little bigger to be totally, But it doesn't. If you want a bigger one, you need to get one of these more expensive and not more. Well, I don't know. No, well, more kilos. More weight. Well, actually, I got this pretty cheap. So. And whatever the case, I can always use it as a reserve, to have something and it doesn't fill much, you can just have it someplace. And if there's someone coming to visit or something like that, you can just, fix the bed for them, right? Or fix a bed pretty quickly and here you go, I don't know. We'll see. But, nope. Oh, are we running? I can't see a thing. Where's my glasses? Oh yeah, that's something on the... Okay, I forgot that I was, of course, live streaming, so that's not going to work. In regards to turning it off, or then turning it off, and just listening to something, So, Total Commander, wonderful application, although Google is, as far as I can see, attacking it to try to get it down because they don't want people to have freedom when they use their system. Google wants tyranny, Google wants a lot of spyware, Google wants to know everything about you, and they want to push a lot of advertising on you and all that. And they don't want it like the good old days. They don't want people to have, to try something like when things actually worked in the old days, like Total Commander here. It's made like the good old days for the most part. It's very close to what we knew as sanity in the past. There's not much sanity left in programmers anymore at all. Most programmers are led by the devil and into total insanity. So, yeah. Well, I can say I'm laying pretty good, I'm laying pretty good. I think I could sleep in this, So, and yeah, I'm all ready. But I shouldn't sleep at the moment. But yeah, it's pretty. It feels pretty comfortable. Yep. but a little longer, a little broader maybe for me, might be a pretty good idea. But I don't know why they don't have the light version in a larger size, one size fits all, as they said, right? And I guess, it's even being a little bigger than the card, I guess it still fits me in some sense, but I can absolutely feel that it's at the moment I have it nearly to the maximum in regards of where's the okay, yeah, I'm on the I'm on the tip here. This is it's the tip of the card, and my feet are still outside. My feet are outside the card at the moment, so it's it could be a little longer. Let's see if we take this one off. Okay, then we have a Of course, you want some kind of pillow for sleeping. Below that, and then just a perfect pillow of some kind, that you can just attach forward, and then that would be great. Oops. There we go. I think it's rolling. Pretty much nearly prepared for giving it away, so I have my slim client and all that because of I don't expect to have much energy in the future because I don't want to pay those electrician companies for their spying and more radiation and all that. I guess I should do the same with the phone as well, pretty much. Of mobile, actually. Yeah, I should look into that when I get over there. See if it's possible to actually get a wired connection. I think it actually might be, possible. So we'll look into that. I don't know in regards of internet or anything like that at the place, but we have wired connection here. I don't know if they have wired connection. Yeah. So far so good. Yeah, I don't have those blue eyes anymore. Well, I guess they're still blue, but not blue. I guess if they become more like gray, I guess. And not. Oh, I guess green maybe. I guess depends in regards to the light. I guess I have some of those eyes where they can change for sure. I was born with blue eyes. Beautiful blue eyes. Maybe I'm just too poisoned. Maybe I just had too many vaccines, poisoning my body and all those other toxins that we get in from everywhere, Who knows? Anyway, yeah, it's pretty good. And you don't, well, at least I don't hit the, I don't. So here, that's. So I'm 110 kilos, so at least it can handle 110 kilos. I'm not sure if I hit the floor when I don't think I have hit the floor when I went into it. Of course, that's the point where you need to be a little careful, I guess. Because that's where you put a lot of pressure on the... You put one, weight and you come with a little force when you get down to it. Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, that's kind of how it is, I guess. But yeah, pretty, compared to a whole bed, compared to the big mattress. The mattress I have upstairs, well, it's kind of a bed that is kind of ruined. And the idea was to replace the bed with one of these or something like that, just to try things out and just yeah, well, then you can just take your bed with you if you go someplace or whatever, you know. I don't know. But apparently it's easier said than done. A lot easier, apparently. I remember losing 1.6 kilos a day when I juice fasted in the past. I don't know if I was more active or something. I probably was more active. Of course, I was younger as well. But now I'm struggling with losing weight. It's way too much, you know. It's just incredible. That's a long way to getting down below 90 kilos. And then when I hit 90 kilos, it's still too much, you know. I should at least get to around 80, you know. So that's a long, long way. It's very sad to see people that are bigger get in to lose the fat and all that. Oh yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty good, you know. It took a little time to just sort out how it was to be fixed and all that. Although there's not really that much in it, you know. And you have the holes down here, right, in one side, where you have these man, and then you know pull in this strap so you get the pins, you know, fixed up here. So that's pretty much. I guess that was the hardest to figure out, you know. So that's not really that. that's not that complicated. I was thinking if those, you know, when you and the last one up here, I was thinking if there was different sizes, but it should be the same 4 sizes as far as I can gather. But I was a little like, because it seemed to be a little slimmer up at the place where you also put the sticks in, or the metal sticks or whatever for the card. Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. That's interesting if that can last. We'll see how long it takes for you know, until I break it, if it can last to be used, or well. If you know, if I look into that, you can get different things, I guess, or you can just put something over yourself, I guess. Well, there are some of these that are made for just pulling on it so it sticks to it, just to make it a little more comfortable. Of course, that sleep on this. So that's pretty good. But yeah, wouldn't mind it being a little longer and a little broader. But they do have another version, a newer version, I actually think, but that's a little heavier. I think it's 2.2 kilos, so that's a whole kilo more. But then of course I have the other option. Yeah, I guess they're called, well, I don't know, standard and large, I think. I guess I could try the large one and see how that goes. I think it will be less sturdy than this, you know. But, you know, whatever, you know, whichever one I choose to use, then I can just, you know, have a reserve. If just totally flatten out these, let's see if we can turn around here, these things here, they tend to just totally flatten out. I still, you know, absolutely still prefer this above those rolling pads and all that. But they do flatten out, you know. Although they're still, you know, they're still doing something, right? But it put a lot of weight on it, and that's pretty much the specific place that they flatten out most. The blue one is the biggest size that is made in regards of thickness when you get it, but they flatten out. And if you use it daily, like to lay on, and as I do, to testing them out and all that. I got 2 of them, and in regards to different sizes to see which one would be better in regards of, but I really didn't get the idea of how much and so forward that I needed. You can of course also sleep on these, right? But they're very thin. Here you get like a pretty comfortable, and you get some, what is it called, this. If that's the right word for it. But and with these, you don't, you get 1 centimeter, right? And I'm, compared to here, I'm sinking a pretty good amount of down, so you have a good amount of, centimeters of difference, whereas these 2 kilos or 600 grams, it's the double amount, but you get a lot of more. I think it's called loft. I'm not sure. Maybe it's not. Anyway, but you get a little more, depthness. You surely get some more depthness, and hopefully. Oh, I guess I could actually, in regards to the in regards to the mobile slipping, I could actually have these small things. How was and just use up a little of then they can be used for staying places. They seem to do a pretty good job at making things a little more hard to slide. I guess, as well. So, I guess you could maybe also take one of these mats and all that, but of course that would be extra. But I should look into a pillow or something like that, a lightweight pillow that just fits with, and you can maybe mount it and all that, so it just stays. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, for sure, feeling more comfortable than the flat mattresses. Those other what is called foam mattresses. There's another one over there. Well, okay, it's not there at the moment. But usually I usually have 4 mats on this. So, and then I fix like the blue one, and then this one on, for example, on top, and then another one of another design, and then the last blue one on top of that. So you get a little more. When you use them, they tend to break down, and the other blue one began to break up. In the rills that there was in regards to the blue, it began to break up and break up and break. So it's not as large as it was beforehand because it has broken up a lot of those plates. So I've taken them off. You can still use it for something. Up. This is the oldest of them, and as you can see, there's nothing wrong with this. I guess the only thing, well, of course it's flattened out, but it hasn't broken in the sense of, you can, but I think it had some layer of to bounce the warmth or something like that, and it doesn't have that anymore. The other one also that I had actually was built of, well, I guess 3 layers plus a coating on one of the, a plastic layer, and that has also been, broken up. All that. So this one seems to actually have lasted the best of them, and that's the oldest one. So. If anyone would get one of these, I would still get the big blue one in regards to the deepness, because it is the deepest of the 4, but it does end up. It's a pretty, it's kind of, it's, I guess if you only use it here and there, right? When you're outside it every day, like I have been testing these, it ends up bottoming out like the rest of them, and but it has more, the most loft. It is the deepest, so when you get it at the beginning, it's pretty nice. It takes a little time to bottom it out, but yeah, it will bottom out. You do get a little more loft, but yeah, I don't think it can be compared to this cot thing. I'm doing pretty good in this cot thing, pretty comfortable. I feel pretty good at the moment, laying here. It's just, that's pretty good. So it's just a little short, but yeah, it's good. It's good. Whatever. I don't hit the floor. There's a couple of centimeters to the ground here. I think around 2.5 centimeters. I think around 2.5 centimeters. Yeah, around that. I'll see here. Nah, I see here. It's maybe a little more, 3 centimeters maybe. So that's pretty good. So that would keep you up, even if that would be a stone or something like that. If one was outside or something like that, it would keep you up on, from them. Or at least they had to be a pretty good size. Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's see. Okay, we get a little more jump here. That's pretty good. Oops. That's pretty good. Let's try to turn around. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. The only problem is the cart, because of those slippery feet, tend to slide around. Maybe I can help on. Probably not that well, but I guess it's worth a try. I have them anyway, right? So I guess it's worth a try to just put a couple of them on and strip them and just do so the glue is not so gluey anymore, and then it gets a the thing that, yeah, I am actually beginning to feel pretty comfortable with this card as well. It hasn't broken yet, It's seems pretty solid for now, The card, when I had the fourth one, I ended up falling and nearly on top of some of them. So just be careful in regards to that. The last one, I just was a little harder than the 3 others, and then because I don't know where I had to have the feet, in regards of. So that was a little annoying. But yeah, but that was the top one here. That seemed to be a little more difficult, and where I had some issues. But that, after the 3 others was fixed together, I started out fixing one of the middle ones. But in the 2 middle ones, you have like this thing here. So you need to set it specifically at that point, and here, I don't know why they would, have it one place and not the other place. But anyway, I don't know. So, but that's apparently just how it is. Maybe it's because yeah. But room left here in regards of, I have my pillow and my feet are outside the cart at the end, so it's using its overall length for sure. Yeah. If I'm making myself longer, not, I'm outside. yeah, a little bigger wouldn't be bad, but I think that it will do, I think I could sleep in this. But I'm sure there probably would be some cards that are better designed for a huge guy like me, That's too many kilos. So, but yeah, I'll try the other one from the other company and get the large version of that and try that out. Because it has to be something. It has to be something that is easy to take with you, right? Put in the bag or something like that, or outside the bag and just get it with you, right? But yeah, I can't remember how much for laying pretty good, laying pretty comfortable, feeling pretty good. That's a good difference. Yeah, I'm sure you would rather lay in this and than on those others. So that's pretty good. So, I don't know. Anyway, it is what it is. The other version of the lightweight, they have this thing underneath it, so it should, I guess, block the cold or something like that, or maybe fix the warmth off to you or something. I don't know. I don't know if I can actually lay in this and then just sit with the computer as well. That might be a little too. It might be a little too much up the level. If I. If that's. I guess it's worth a try at some point to just lay on the stomach and just see if you could actually use it like a far up. Yeah. Anyway, not much more to say, I guess. Oh yeah, the manual, terrible in regards to the manual. In regards of, I hate these things. You have all these different languages. You're going to make multiple languages. Just put multiple, manuals in, so I can just throw out all the rest, so I don't need to sit here and try to find the words. It's just annoying. It's like the good old days, before Roman Catholic EU began. It's absolutely nonsense of all these different languages. Same thing with the game. Experience. But then European Union began to make this nonsense, and then the manuals became absolutely rubbish, because of Roman Catholic EU. So weight 1.2, well, plus minus 1200 grams. Okay. Packet weight, well, 1260 grams. Along with it, Anyway, I need something more in regard. I need to. It would be nice if I could just get a little more up. Oh yeah, I think it's sliding maybe a little too much. In regards of. Of course, you could probably fix that, but if I'm trying to push with my feet here, it's around 60 grams, right? So that's 1260 grams in total. Actually, I was wondering if you could actually, if you could just use two of the or three of them, and take one out. I don't know if that would work. Maybe not. Probably not. But you could actually only use three instead of four. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's not so good. But yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Package size in regards of dimensions, 53, 53 centimeters, right? Yeah. And that just, I thought it would be a little smaller, but I guess it's still smaller than one of these foams packed together, I guess. So I guess it's, volume. It does seem to be, oh, let's take the other camera. It does seem to be less volume, right? But heavier. It would actually be a little smaller. But anyway, it's not. Oh my, I'm hitting the floor. I'm hitting the floor now with my, at the feet, at the end of the feet, I actually hit the floor here. Interesting. Why am I hitting the feet? Okay. That's hitting the floor. Just there. If you lay like that, that's fine, right? But if you put them together, I actually end up hitting the floor. Okay. Well, anyway. So let's see here. So 53 centimeters in length when it's packed together, and 13 centimeters times 30 centimeters diameter and height. No, wait. That can't be right in regards. It says width, diameter, and height. Wouldn't the height be the 53, Capacity 120 kilos. Yeah. Okay. Which is annoying, right? Why don't just make a manual where here you have English and here you have, anyway. Ultralight equipment, avoid heavy impact or concentrated load. So precaution of handling. Yeah, okay, that was. Light card is the to you bottom touching the ground. Do not use the product for any other purpose apart from its original use. Use on a flat and solid surface only. Well, that's a good question in regards of if you are out, right? In nature and all that, it's not always easy to find a totally solid and yeah, okay. Be cautious, but I guess that would be a thing in regards of it, right? Be cautious not to get injured doing assembly. Yeah, I kind of pretty much fell when I did it, so just be careful. I'll have to figure out the best way to iron thing to the left and the right, because they need pressure and they need a good amount of pressure to lock in. So you need to pressure and put them down and all that. And it's they can you need some strength for that for sure. So, but in regards to fix, that I ended up totally slipping and getting my traction off with 1 feet that just because of this the strength that you put on it, and then I just slipped and fell. So use on a flat and solid surface only. Be cautious not to get injured doing assembly. Ensure the product is be damaged while used in case of unbalance, load distribution, or shock. So that's in regards of you. When you sit down and go up, that's why you have to be careful and not totally just jump on it. Keep the product away from excessive heat that might cause deformation on the product. Cool. The product specification. Fabric type, color might cause severe difference between the products. Visit Helinox website for more information. Yeah, whatever. And that's pretty much it for the English at that level. I don't know if there's more English. It's just annoying, just totally annoying. I think there is, we have here. So we have a drawing. I guess we can just move it around here. I have a drawing here. Specifically in regards to how to, that you need to do it in a specific way in regards of putting them together or something like that. I took the middle ones first, And it actually says 222 and then 333. Maybe that's, and then 111. So yeah, you know, and so insert a side frame into each side of the card fabric is simply base frame. Oh, that's what they call it. Okay. Number 2, engage. Oh, let's see. See if we can. Coming up. The problem is that the mobile seems to slip pretty quickly on this. It's very, it's very slippery. Give me a break. It's very, very slippery. Maybe, let's see if I can use the card thing material. Slippery, okay. So engage one of the base frames to an inner position on side frame. See diagram 1. We already saw that. In regards to that, you have the 2 long poles. You put them in, and I think they also start with the middle ones as well. In regards to those, okay, with the frame, I want a width card on its side. Okay. Align and engage groove and lower in the base. Okay, so are you standing it up at that point in some sense? Hold up a side frame with one hand using the thumb to guide. Apply body weight to encompass the base frame with the other hand until the end locks into correct position. Haven't they like just made a video in regards to this, you know? You would think that they had made a video officially, right? Align and engage another base frame to second inner position. Okay, so these are the first you fix the inner frames, the 2 inner frames, you know, the feet, you know, and then you fix the outer frames. So far so good. And then you have all the other languages and all that. I'm still not entirely sure in regards to the assembly thing, in regards of how to get it totally correct in base frames to an inner position. Okay, so engage one of the base frames. So the base frames are the feet, you know. To an inner position on side frames. See diagram 1, yeah. With card on its side, align and engage groove in lower end of base frame with black frame with one hand using the thumb to guide alignment of upper group in base frame. Apply body weight to compress the base frame with the other hand until the end locks into correct position. Yeah, I'm not entirely, I'm not entirely sure how they, put pressure, right? This and that, right? But nothing in regards to how do you stand? How is the card at that moment, you know? Oh, there we go. There we have, but that's the last, well, why? No, that's the dissembling, okay. That's the dissembling these things in, right? It's kind of, just, it's not stiff, right? So, and you need to still hold the thing up, right? If you're going to, then you would still use one hand for holding this up if you have it on the side. I'm not sure if that's, I just had it on the floor, when I did it. Or something like that, it will be, you will sort it out, right? In regards of dissembling, it just seems like you're holding it up, and you're holding it up, and he's just pressuring it down. Yeah, he's just pressuring it down apparently, and gauges. 2. Withdraw side frame from cut fabric, fold and stow part. Stow parts. Fold and stow parts. Stow parts. Okay. Well, anyway, they say when you assemble it, so engage one of the base frames to an inner position on side frame. So you first start that, right? With card on its side, align and engage groove in lower end of base frame with black ridge in lower side frame. Hold upper side frame with one hand using the thumb to Okay, so it seems like you actually stand with this in upper position also when you assemble it. I guess I will have to try that at some point. Laying pretty good. That's pretty good. Reminds me a little of like this, although they tend to be a little bigger. But that could be pretty comfortable as well, actually, to just use it as if you, but of course you would have something for your back, but then that could be a pretty comfortable, I guess, sun bed as well. It would have to attach, I guess, to the device. Yes, I don't know if that would be possible. Well, whatever. Yeah, pretty good. We'll see how it goes. So that was interesting. I got it today, so that'll be interesting to see. Yeah, I don't think those foam mattresses will, comparing to this, it seems like another world. You actually feel pretty comfortable. Oh yeah. I guess, that's just, I guess it's not actually not, some of these, what do you call it, these, where you blow them up with your mouth or something, what do you call those, foam mattresses and all that. You get a good amount, for sure, of, you get up the ground. That's pretty good. Feels pretty good. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good choice. 1.2 kilos. Again, it's not. At least not. Yeah. Okay. Maybe it's not that bad. Your own bed. All that I can make juice of. I think I pretty much used all the apples and the oranges and all that. So, oh. It's I've heard on in regards of others that where it's, where they have where it's, some of them rips or something like that. That would be terrible, of course. But yeah, I paid, what did I pay for this? I was on what do you call it? Well, actually not that bad. Like 700, well, a little less than $200, I think. That didn't seem too bad. Usually I think they go for around, must be $300 in Denmark. I think that's around it. I think it's around 2,000 kroner, so that way, yeah, around a little less than 3. The new edition they have, that's pretty interesting. That you can actually, then you can get it further up. Of course, it's a little more weighty, but yeah, whatever. It is, if you just use it at home, right, for a sleeping thing, then that you don't need those extra things if you go outside or something like that, right? If you go someplace or whatever, just take your own bed, and if you can really figure out a really nice, comfortable thing in regards of a bed choice and all that, you can just have your bed with you, your sleeping place, a mobile sleeping place. That's pretty awesome, right? Oh well, at least that's the possibility, right? All that. Usually you would have the foam mattress outside of the bed, or at least that's, you can have it outside the back in regards of a foam mattress, because they're pretty lightweight, and you can figure out something in regards to that. You can have them pretty much very, on the outside because they're not very that heavy, so it does, thing, instead of actually on the height. And I actually found out you could pretty much fix it on the height, also with the bag that I actually had in Israel. But I didn't do that. That was a mistake from me. And it made you broader than you actually wanted to be, which was kind of not always easy when you're out hiking. Um, that, but you have to, of course, you have to just remind yourself that you have something on the back that might be a little, sticking up or something like that. But it is possible to just have it on the bed. Oh, sorry, have it on the back, at the at the very outside, and fix it on that. Wouldn't really matter. Well, you can always just put it a little down, so that wouldn't actually. Yeah, that's actually, you should be able to actually get it just lower if you have one of these foam mattresses, square foam mattresses at least. So there's a lot of people that fix them in this, this direction, right? This direction, and the problem is that you the thing, and that's just annoying. And you could actually just fix it upward. And then if it's too, you can just fix it downward so it's not too high in height, and then it shouldn't be much of a problem because the weight is not that much. So, well, I guess the problem, of course, when you put your back down, well, you can. Oh my. Well, that's tried out in some sense. I guess I'll just try it out when I need to sleep, right? I guess it's probably also pretty easy to move around. Let's see. Okay. Well, I at least got up. I guess I'll have to sort that out, how to the best way. Well, it is. It seems to have it's there, so maybe that will sort itself out as you use it. Wow, doesn't feel heavy at all. Oh, that was the. Oh, do we have some problems in regards to the camera here? I guess we have. Try the other one. So there we go. Pretty lightweight. Very lightweight. Oh. That is. So yeah, again the problem is, the biggest issue is in regards to these, which I need to figure out. This. And then you should be able, that's probably also easier to just take it down here. That should, when you disassemble it, should probably be pretty easy. I don't know, I guess you start with the outer ones as well, and then take the inner one last. And then you put those on first, and those on last, right? So I guess you just do it on the up, turning the thing around or something like that. Oh, that's the little from my clothing. Wow. But yeah, it is very lightweight for sure. Standing with it, I guess that would actually maybe also be a concern if it blows outside. I could see the wind taking it. Could see the wind at least have little. Or maybe it's not so bad when you first get it down on its place. But yeah, if the wind lifts it up or something like that and moves, Yeah, well, anyway, but it's not heavy. It's not that heavy, that's for sure. 1 point. Pretty nice. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward actually to trying it out and laying in it. I actually think it feels like it might actually be more comfortable than my mattress upstairs. Although it is smaller, but it actually felt pretty comfortable, I must say. One brick, so I have the other one, and a lightweight option I can take with me. Figure that out in regards of, which one fits me better and so forward. So yeah. Manual with only English, not all these other kind of languages. So I need to look for where are the places and all that. My head is, I know, like it's just assembly, montage, handlighting, montagia, assemblage, ensemblia, and then some Chinese, Japanese, whatever language, Well, that's pretty much the biggest issue. Okay, so far so good. Okay. Well, what do we have here? Some kind of. Oh, that's not it. Oh, we have my glasses. Wow, I can see something. Well, not actually. Yeah. Let's have a look and see if we can find something. Actually, I wanted actually to see if I could order both of them at the same place, but they didn't have the other one. So, which as far as I recall, your post goes against our community standards, so only you can see this. Oh, I guess they might put me in jail again then. I haven't even been released, We're sorry we got this. Your post is back on Facebook. We're sorry we got this wrong. Oh, is that true? Feminat, as in regards of feminism and all that. Your post is big on Facebook. Okay, so that's what. Okay. Yeah, all this nonsense of. They just do a lot of, disgusting things on Facebook. Censorship and all that. But I think probably still not out of jail. But okay. So. Oh well. What is the other one called? Can't even remember. Let's see here. Well, maybe I have some. Caught one or something like that, right? That's the new popular one in regards to 2.2 kilos. What is this that is making noise? Open, but I also looked at the disco bed thing. That's also a, well, it's not something that you just walk around with on a hike and all that, but it's still something you can, it's like a double bed thing that you also can make into a couch, like 11 kilos or 13 kilos or something like that, I guess. Yeah, like length 208, width 100, and height 92.5 centimeters. It's interesting. I haven't really sorted out which kind of bed, and you can have like a double bed and all that, and it can also be used as a couch. I don't know. It's well, I guess you don't move around that much really, so it's just whatever. And I don't have any windows open in regards to the other one. Okay, let's see here. Thinking. Okay, lightweight card. Lightweight card. They should find. Sleeping card maybe might help. Am I? Oh, maybe. Oh, okay. COT maybe. Oh yeah. Okay. 99. So that's 1,000 kronos less. Over 1,000 kronos less. So that's pretty good. I don't know why they have dropped the price so much on it, but yeah, well. But of course, you can also buy these kind of things over. To make it more like a real bed, or the feel, and it does. It feels very slippery. This plastic thing, you still lay pretty comfortable, but it I guess it would be nice maybe with something to be pretty popular. That's 2,599. Oh, we also have a long version apparently, so you have two versions of that. That's like 3,000, right? That's nearly 3 times, well, 2 and then something times as much, 2 to 3 times one that I just got. I have another one of these cot one and all that, 2,600 kronos. Man, you have to divide that by 7 in regards to dollars. Lightweight card. as far as I understand it. From Thermarest. Oh, it's Thermarest they are called. So Thermarest Ultra Card, it doesn't get much more OG and settle-based Thermarest for decades. The decades design brand has been outfitting record-breaking expeditions and card campers alike. Available in regular and large sizes. So the question is, what's difference in regards to the size of it? But I guess it's very hard to actually to get too much size on a card, I guess. You know, trying this one, it's, you know, even if it was too big, it wouldn't really, it would still, you know, on the big mat, I still have the, yeah, well, I still have, I'm not sure how long that actually is. Do I have, yeah. Meters in width. I'm not sure how much the other one is. Was that 60 or something like that? So that's maybe 7 centimeters more. You know, it's. I'm just thinking. You know, it's probably, you know, I guess it's hard to get something that is too big, isn't it? Ability. I don't know. It's just. It breaks down easily, can be set up without tools, and feature reflective material to help retain body heat. At its lightest packable, this is in regards to the Thermarest. As the lightest packable weight without the storage, and that's without leaving poles at home, which would further lighten the load, while the standard packable weight lands around 3 lbs. This puppy has been our go-to for car camping for years, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. And sleeping pad is hard to beat. Sleeping pad. We're not talking about, no. Well, is he adding a sleeping pad with this, or I don't know why he would just talk about the sleeping pad. Yes, in regards of. So that's the other option for very lightweight option. Here we have the Helinox light card. That's the one I just tried. The South Korean make of our favorite. The tech specs comes damn close to matching. Oh, in regards of the look is quite a bit different from Thermarest, but the tech specs come close to matching. The Helinox light card packs down to 2 lbs and is a deal for hike in campsite. So though we wouldn't recommend it for extended through hiking, this card could be used for mellow backpacking and is ideal for hike in campsite. For those less concerned with backpacking, friendly weight and more interesting style and comfort, check Helinox X Filson collection. Okay, so it's, I see here the weight here. So the other one apparently can apparently okay, packet this dimensions. This is the Thermarest, 16.4 inches. So on the other one is what? 21.5 inches. Okay. So yeah, the other one does pack further down. In regard to the Ultra card, we have it's costing 700 here as well. What's the website? Oh, there we go. Okay, I have it. Okay, so it is, you know, it might be a little more than, you know, the smaller it gets, the better, I guess. But I guess it also depends in regards to how good you sleep on the things, right? So we have 700. see dimensions, but is that centimeters? This must be centimeters. Okay, no, that's let's see here, we have 1800. I wonder if the Danish, maybe Amazon has it as well, who knows. Oh my god, so many levels, incredible. And you need to find those inside. But that's a regular, right, terrorist? Nope. I have some extra pins. Soft sack cushion. There's different cushions and all that. Terrorist. Make your own seat for sitting. I guess you could also have. Okay, let's see what we have here. Oh, it's one size. That's kind of not. To put together than the other one. The Helinox card was pretty easy to, well, it's just, there wasn't really any complication with it, whereas the Term of Rest have a little more seemingly things to do, I guess, together. But I guess if you want to go lightweight and all that, that's, you just have to, I guess, accept that. Oh, it's that. Yeah, okay. That's from the US. Then of course you can choose between the regular and the large. And the large, again, I don't have any centimeter measures. Let's see, maybe we can. I have another website in regards of one place, it seems. Hair loop. Okay. No, hard loop. Apparently there's not much difference in price, but they don't have it at the moment, apparently. So it does look still pretty big, like the other one. Okay. You can sit on it. And they have it also like on this level instead of just at the side, so a person can sit on it. Was the guy that had this thing behind, so when he just sat down he would I don't know how he actually did it really, but that was, just having it on. You see, this must be the chairs that they like, these other guys. Helinox Chair 0, the lightest ever designed chair. It's the Summit design and innovative. Well, okay. So, is that the old one? It's like 400 kroners for that seems to be the old one. Yeah, that seems to be the old one I had. But I guess it also There's been instead of this direction on the back, but it doesn't weigh much, so you can pretty much put it wherever you want outside, the bed, because you don't really get taken down by it. It's not like it's bad in regards to these, and have a little more cushion, Maybe that's the word. Was that the word I used last time? I can't remember. Cushion, soft, no, I can't. Loft, I'm not sure. Loft, there might be something else. I guess it's cushion, maybe the word is. And there's so many of these different, foam mattresses and this and that. And at some time, at some point they will, again, if you use them daily, they will break, If you just use them here and there and all that, that's, that's fine, it shouldn't just break, So I guess it also depends in regards to how much you would use it. But it's one, you can take these foam mattresses to the beach, instead of it's still working. If you want to lay on something else, then that's a possibility. Just to have a little cushion, cushion, or whatever it's called. Okay, so here we have like the bed, the lightweight bed that they have made. That's not very low sitting chair. That's set to be very lightweight as well. Seat base, width and height. Well, if you sit nice in them, then of course it's yeah, like 469 kronos for an X-Lite foldable sleeping mat. Yeah, it does seem to be a good amount, right? When where you round them and all that, it's much easier to handle and also to put on the back and all that. So it's pretty good, It's good enough, right? It's okay, right? It just makes you, but it's not something where you're thinking, oh, this is really nice, right? Of course, this image, they use like an inflated thing as well. But then you need to have an inflated and that one. Well, I guess you can maybe still make it less weight. Thermarest luxury light cut warmer. Oh, I guess that's for the cut, apparently, to further, I guess, warm it up in some sense. I don't know. Could you actually put it on a Helinox thing, Points where you could put it on. I'm actually not sure you have that on it. At least not on the Helinox. Of course, this is not the Helinox product thing and all that, but Thermarest luxury light. Isn't that kind of two sizes, or do they use the same size for it, or in regards to the big one and the small one, are they using the same parts, Because they just seem to sell pretty much one kind, right? So that's kind of, how does it work if Oh, anyway. Oh well, we have the France Amazon as well. Okay, that's in the US. Let's see if we have it in the France section. Well, we have it here. It should also be a tent for the cot thing, but I kind of haven't found a place to. That's interesting. So, well, it seems like around this size or something like that. Let's see, do they have like dimension products? Okay, I'll be right. Oh yeah. Okay, so it's 195.58 centimeters. 6. What was that? The other one was. I don't even remember how long the other one was. You know, where's the manual? Yeah. There we go. Let's see what we have here. Hundred and 85 centimeters. Yeah. Okay. Well, actually, it should actually be. I can't remember how long I actually am. Am I 184 or 87? I can't remember. I think it might actually be 84, so it actually should be 1 centimeter. 195, so you will have like 10 centimeters more, right? Isn't that so? My brain, my poor brain. That'll be 10 centimeters more. That'll be nice. above the ground. And it does seem to actually be a little more heavy than the other one in the large edition. It's 1.36 kilograms. So it is actually heavier than the other one in the large edition. Let's see the standard. $182. 82 would just be even shorter than this one. See, the width is around the same, a little more, but not more than less than a centimeter more. And the height is 10 centimeters. So the height. So only 182. So that's 3 centimeters less. That's not good. So if anyone would need to order the big one, the large edition of it, yeah. That wouldn't be bad. It doesn't even, it doesn't even seem like it's that much really. Yeah. Of course, it will be better, right? But yeah, but it's still, I wonder the cut one. See here. What is it called? The Helinox. No. Let's see how big it is. Well, actually, they have it like, okay, well, still more expensive. Long, here we go. They call it the long edition, I guess. Okay. So that's 119 centimeters, but is that the long one or the standard? Oh, I know, but this one is 190. Long cut. Extra long. Higher line comfort. Well, 210 centimeters, 68 in width, and 70 centimeters above the ground as standard. That's the newest edition. Well, it's not cheap, There's also a lot more. The weight is higher. Dimensions, but 210 centimeters. That's a That at least gives you a lot. And you can buy some cut legs for this model, which of course is an interesting idea. so you can actually fix it higher. But it's also heavier. Pack dimension 69.7 times 7 centimeters. What was the other one? I think that was a little less in regards to the light edition here. Do, 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 do. 13, right? So you do get a larger size and more kilos. Yeah, very interesting. But it's still, it's still very little if you, if you're using, the nice thing is that it only has 3 instead of 4 of these pins, so that should make it a lot quicker to set up, and also the feature that you can actually fix feet. Interesting as well. In regards to the area, how big should it be before you actually were totally comfortable? That's a good question. That does. Here we have like Helinox cut leg 12 pieces for lifting it up. Helinox cut 1 convertible black blue, whatever. No. A huge amount of tabs open. Anyway, I think I'll stop now so I can listen to some Billy Crone, who speaks on different things. So, extra in regards of if one breaks or something like that, I can just take the other one out, right? That's. And again, it's it doesn't fill much, So, or if you get a guest or something like that, you can just take it forward here. You can sleep on this, right? Pretty nice. So, sleep, I think. Anyway, I'll see if I can wait for tonight, right? So, that's interesting in regards to the length and all that. How long do you really need to have something that is comfortable? And I guess with a cot, you're also going to sink in, so yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so it's kind of a little different than I guess you're sinking in a little more. I wonder how much room I have on my standard mattress upstairs. It's probably a lot more than I would have thought, Like, let's have a look. Yeah, I think maybe even more. It depends in regards of how long does it go. It actually goes right there. You actually have 79 centimeters on my mattress. Of course, there was a time where I had like a 1.5 person bed. That was pretty good as well. You had more than enough room, right? I guess the nice thing with it that you didn't need to think about it being too short, right? And it okay, that's probably 187. Well, 188. 188. I would need to write it down. 188. Oh, maybe I should. And what was the other? Oh, it was 78 or something like that. Yep. This looks like 78. Something of that nature. Oops. I just can't remember anything these days. So 78 times 188. Well, that's the standard bed size I have. I know it's probably the typical size of a bed. 188. That actually doesn't sound that much, does it? 188? In the length? That actually is not much more than the cut. That doesn't... Okay, are you sure about that? Did I get that right? Must be 198 instead or something like that. I must have made a mistake. Let's try again. Let's see, around here. No? Okay. Yeah, okay. 189 or 188. That's around there, so that's interesting. So it's not even that long, and oh no, okay. I know. So the card should be 185. It's not really much difference in length. Of course, I could just actually take it upstairs and have a comparison, right? You know. Let's take it upstairs. I don't understand if that doesn't seem to be much of a difference. There we go. Oh yeah, let's get that away here. Too much books and all that to the side. That's interesting. It doesn't really look much of a difference, really. It's the length seems to actually be the same. It's just doesn't seem to be much difference in regards to the size. Well, it is wider, for sure, but the length seems to be nearly the same. The width here, if we go here, right around there, okay, we have, okay, so the width is wider. Well, the length is seemingly nearly the same, you know, it just doesn't seem to be much longer really. So just a little wider. That seems maybe a lot wider, you know. I guess over 10 centimeters wider. 20 centimeters or something like that. I'm not sure, I don't have the... Typically, you know, I didn't take it with me. So I should, you know, it shouldn't really be a huge difference in regards of length, at least. Let's see here. Yeah, around, I would say, well, around 18 centimeters or something like that. Yeah, 18 centimeters of difference. And yeah, that's interesting. The height is somewhat of the same. Not much of a difference. Yeah, let's see if we can. I guess I have to. The last bit of. Bit of going down. Kind of. You know, it's a little hard. Dropping down in regards to the feet. Maybe that's the problem. Oh, no, I guess it couldn't be. Anyway, yeah, a little whiteness, right? Sleeve and all that. So, but yeah, side sleeve. We'll see. Yeah, and this one is. That's a lot heavier. Yeah. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, I guess it's the. Yeah, again, you know, a little more white. Dropping down the feet at the end down there. I don't know why. I just seem to be, you know, if you take your feet together, it seems to become. Well, it keeps it up, but it still begins to swallow down. Oh, we need a pillow. Oh, we have the problem with the camera again. That's typical. Yeah. Yeah. It feels like a bed. It's, you know, it feels like a good place to sleep, you know. Out. If I end up getting two, I can still use one place and the other place, if anything. And yeah. Need some things trashed out as well. A lot of things going on in the world. Absolutely madhouse. Yeah. Oh, let's see here. The other actually, I think the mattress actually seems like things a good amount more than the other one. I'm not entirely sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it actually does sink a good amount. Yeah. The floor or something like that. It's like a bed that is molested in some sense, chopped up and fixed with some so it can. It seems to be going further down, and the other one is right here. Yeah. Yeah, some difference. Absolutely some difference. Itself overall ends up going downward. Well, I guess the bad thing goes down more at a specific point. So I guess that, I'm not sure if that's... This hopefully doesn't break, you know. We'll see, you know, it should be able to withstand some things. Of course, it should be able to be used, right? Yeah, so used, right? Every single day, I guess. We'll see how long it lasts before it breaks. Because it would be nice if it didn't break. But yeah. You right. That's the smart thing, you know, when you sell things that you a new thing, new things all the time. Yeah. Oh. That's at least nice. Okay, well, see ya. Oh yeah. So there's a little difference, I guess, between the two, and I guess that's not going to go really good. That's the case. There we go. Pretty good. Yep. I mean, that's pretty good. Oh yeah. Pretty good. Does seem to be pretty much the same length as this one. And yet I feel like it's, you know, I still have my, maybe it's because it's automatically, you know, lifting my feet more when I'm laying, because here I'm forced in some sense. I don't have the wideness to further move up with my legs in some sense. Then around here, because you hit into the, so yeah. So I'm not entirely sure which, you know, but anyway, a little more length and a little more wideness wouldn't be bad at all. Wouldn't be bad at all. That just need a pillow. Oh yeah. Do what it does. Yeah, that's pretty incredible that it keeps up very easily, or if it can withstand, you know, withstand a puncture or something like that. That could be interesting. Now, of course, I'm not going to do it, but it could be interesting if you took a knife and just, you know, just a small knife, just, you know, something you blow up, right? You took the knife and put it in, you know, a couple of places or something like that. Would it still last? You know, would it still be able to work? You know. I wonder if it also can handle keys. You know, it does seem to be, the material does seem pretty sturdy. You know. So. Of course, I don't know. At least those blown off things, you know, apparently didn't like me having keys in my pocket, and you just tended to forget it, you know, and then with holes everywhere. So, but it was hot, that was for sure. Oh well. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I saw this guy on where he was talking about getting some really good sleep out on hiking and all that, and he hadn't been able to, sort out getting a really good sleep. He was also tell on this, I do tend to hit into the metal. I'm not sure what I would probably, yeah. I'll probably be more like up here maybe, I'm not entirely sure. And that of course takes some more centimeters for get the one side here and the other side there. I feel it's kind of suppressed in regards to the sides when I try to do it. So a little more whiteness. Yeah, just thinking with myself here. Should have thrown the pillows down there. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Well, it's still working, but it didn't sound totally good, Well, I guess it's easy to. It's actually, I guess because it's so slippery, you just take the mobile and it just slides. You just easily turn around and sleep on the other side. But yeah, it's it's so slippery, there's nothing to. It just slides. It's just. What's it called? This is like this tape that you put on mice or something. I don't know, maybe not. Yeah, maybe I'll just put it over here or something like that. Or maybe up here, maybe I can do that on the book. Yeah, okay. Yeah, hit into this thing again. Yeah, it feels comfortable. It absolutely feels comfortable. That's good. Well, it will be interesting to see it wearing in if I use it a couple of days and, at the beginning here and test it out. See how it does and see how it, yeah. But just make it higher, that would be nice. Like, just to have it so you don't need to. It can be a little hard to get down here and then softly and gently, because the last bit you tend to fall off when you go down. Or maybe one can. You know, where those. Well, I guess it says itself. It's you should usually do it where there's kind of a thing where you can you have a leg, right, to push off and all that. Um, yeah, you pretty much have a good amount of. That's still a lot more than a foam mat, that you get of. Although I guess you're not using the 13 centimeter totally. I'm not getting up with the leg at the end here. Yeah, well. Yeah. I'll try to. I think I'll try to order the large from the other company and try that as well. And again, they don't fill much. You just pack them down, and then you have an extra if one goes to pee. Pretty much. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess it functions because it goes like down like like that. Yeah, pretty good. No, I guess the insanity of this world, as you will. And that might be kind of annoying. So if you have like, well, maybe a book is better in regards to stain. Or maybe that will slide as well. Used and all that, get a little more dirty or something like that, and then be less slippery, because at the moment it is kind of slippery, it's like can't even have, you're just fixing this right and it falls down, right? So you can't even use that's kind of annoying that you can't really use the space for but it just slips down. So that's kind of an issue that it just slides down. Whoops. So, but again, I guess it's nice that it's slippery when you need to turn, So, now. The sides, right, you don't usually sleep on, like the place where you don't sleep on, maybe make that a little rougher. I don't know, maybe not. Let's see here. The nightmare will begin with a one world government. The world be in shambles. And then the problem is this nonsense over here. Because it talks about, being taken away. And because of that, it seems to be promoted. Pre-rapture. God has not appointed us to wrath, but obtain a salvation by our Lord Jesus Christ. So Jesus will remove his own off the earth to miss this coming time of madness and horror. The nightmare will begin with a one world government ruled by the Antichrist, and God will unleash his wrath on earth. Well, with famine, plagues, and war, billions of thing, then because the Christians will be killed, Oh yeah, these are chick tracks pretty much. idea in regards. I guess you can't get everything right, right? The Demon's Nightmare. Oh yeah, I read that as well, yeah. Okay. And that's always thing to listen to and to research and figure out, I guess. Always something to do in this world. I don't know, people that are bald, I have no idea how anyone can be bald in this sick and insane world of absolutely depravity. By the way, this version, which I think this is actually, well, they should actually have the name of Jehovah. Jehovah. Interesting, they haven't fixed that yet. Der skal Jehova Sabaoth svinge over en svøbe. It also smells of old book, But anyway, I don't know, regarding these spots and all that. Maybe it could be fungus or something like that. Oh, who knows? Or maybe it's just old, But yeah. But it has the old letters, and that's what I wanted, so I could become better at reading those letters. If you already read a book a good amount of time and you already know what is in it, in some sense, it helps you to read the letters and get more in touch with those old kinds of letters. So you can go with Jehovah's or on the word of Jehovah. Very nice. That's at least honest translation on those levels, at least. So it shows some, credibility at least. So. An index? No idea why he wouldn't make an index for it. And all these extra notes and all that is kind of annoying as well. I don't know if that's, just fills up his book or his Bible version here. If they didn't have those, it could be, a lot less. Although there are actually, the prophets and all that, when they lived, and in regards of having some kind of an idea what is going on, when is the different things written, and some kind of context to the books, would have been nice. We also have it doesn't really stay where you want it, does it, the book? No, it slides. Well, the Maccabees as well. Yeah, because it just slides. That's a negative thing. I would, that's a thing I could find, pretty annoying. I guess that might be the same thing. Help on those things. Yeah. Ezekiel. Stomach him. Still too fat, you know. Isaiah's. Jeremiah. No, it's a little noise, I guess, right? Yeah, I saw some of those inflatable mattresses, and some of them are just incredibly noisy. That is terrible in regards to the how some of them sounded, you know. There's one. When I looked at it, you know, those the yellow one. I can't remember who made it. I think that was the yellow one that made least noise. You know.